But our first speaker is a good friend. I think you know that Las Vegas has had a great relationship with U.S. Travel. We appreciate the work that they do on behalf of our industry and our city. And it's my pleasure to introduce the President and CEO of U.S. Travel, Mr. Roger Dowd.
Thank you. Thanks, Raphael. And, you know, in 2008, I said that was going to be my last IPW. So, you can't get out that easy, I promise you. Hey, let's hear it for Lydia. I mean, what a great job she did. My only regret is I stopped taking those violin lessons. If I had kept them up, I could have done a duo with you. So, I'm so sorry. All right, next time. Look at Las Vegas. We had to move to a bigger room. You know, the press conference room wasn't big enough, so I had to even get a bigger room for it. It's a great opportunity as Las Vegas starts everything in a big way with champagne and entertainment, and just does such a great job. And as we wrap up this year to look towards 2020, which is going to be spectacular. Last hosted that you heard in 2013 did a phenomenal job. But every time you go back to Las Vegas, it's a different Las Vegas and another different Las Vegas. So just keep adding and adding and adding to innovation, creativity, just everything goes on in entertainment seems to start and happen there. So it'll be the 5th time, as Raphael said, and I want to introduce a good friend, someone who's got a great leader, LVCVA's CEO, Steve Hill. And Raphael, thanks for everything for the rest of the time. You're going to have a fabulous time in 2020. Raphael and Steve, please, come on up here. We've seen real progress in lift into the destination. We have 229 weekly international flights now from 26 different cities in 10 different countries. We announced 9, and here's a map of those destinations. And just this last year, we announced 9 new international markets. Just this week and this month, we're adding a couple. Headed back tomorrow for the KLM launch from Amsterdam. The first time we have had direct service from Amsterdam. And as I'm sure many of you know, that connection to Amsterdam opens up Africa, it opens up the Middle East, it opens up Europe for an easy one-stop flight to Las Vegas. We also, in 2 weeks, are starting a weekly flight to Tel Aviv on El Al. And in October, Level will start twice weekly flights to Paris. Chefs like Guy Savoy, Giada, Robert Irvine, any number of celebrity chefs. And we're opening new restaurants virtually every week. Just in the last couple of months, Mod 22, Italy, Hell's Kitchen. All of those have opened, and those openings will continue. There's just too many always to list. And we're a place that some don't know for outdoor activities and adventure. We're within a half-day's drive of 7 national parks. The Red Rock National Park is one of the top 3 rock climbing locations. It's just outside of Las Vegas, beautiful area to the west of Las Vegas. You can come there for zip lining, you can come there for four-wheeling, for hiking, for the rail experience, for luxury car racing, all kinds of outdoor activities in Las Vegas. And then, of course, every night there's entertainment, and that entertainment lineup just continues to grow. Celebrities now are stationing themselves in Las Vegas. We have Sting, we have Janet Jackson, we have Cher, we have Bruno Mars. We have all of the Cirque du Soleil shows, and that expanse of options is there every night of the week. But we're building the next generation of Las Vegas. We're adding to all those things that you just saw. Here's some of the largest projects going on in Las Vegas right now. And you can kind of divide these into new hotel rooms, new venues, and new meeting space. Currently in Las Vegas, there's 11.5 million square feet of meeting space. We are building an additional 3 million square feet on top of that 11.5 square feet. To put that in perspective, there are only 5 cities in the United States that have 3 million square feet of meeting space. We had 22,000 meetings, we had 6.5 million meeting attendees last year, and the demand is so great that we're having to grow by another 25 or 30% in order to meet it. That's happening at the Caesars Forum, it's happening at the Wynn, and we'll talk a little bit about our expansion of the convention center here in just a minute. In addition to that, we're adding nearly 15,000 rooms to the 150,000 rooms that are already there. Downtown Circa is adding 777 rooms. They like that 777 number. Resorts World will open in early 2021 with the first phase of 3,400 rooms. And the Drew, which is right next door to our convention center expansion, another nearly 4,000 rooms that will open in 2022. And then the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium that's being built. This is the fastest stadium project in history. I told people just the other day, on April 24th of 2016 was the first time we met the Raiders. And this is how fast Las Vegas moves to get things done. We are halfway through the construction of that stadium. That stadium will be open at the end of July of next year. It seats 65,000 people. It has a translucent permanent roof. And you see those doors that open, and as you're sitting in the stadium, you have a framed view of the Las Vegas Strip through those 200-foot doors. It will have a torch in the middle. It has 5 different entrances. It has 9 different clubs. There will be a field level club that will be available for events even on days where the stadium's not being used. This is the venue that Las Vegas has not had. We have not had the ability to host 50, 60, 70,000 person events. This gives us that opportunity. We're excited about what that's going to bring. And then we have the MSG Sphere. And if you hadn't heard about this, this is a remarkable experience that is being created by a partnership of MSG and Las Vegas Sands. That sphere is 350 feet in diameter. It seats 18,000 people. It will have the next level of technology that has really never been experienced in a facility of this size. It will have laser-based sound. It will function like an IMAX, but it's 174 times the size of a normal IMAX theater. You will be able, it's an interactive opportunity. So esports, for example, can be played, and you can play one person against 17,999 or 9,000 against 9,000. It is a platform for the next generation of show producers to use their imagination and create the next generation of shows. And as you can see, both the inside and the exterior are programmable. So you can make the sphere look clear, as if the sphere is not even there. You can project anything on it that you want. And then this is the Las Vegas Convention Center expansion. We are adding 600,000 square feet of exhibition space to the 1.9 million we already have. We're adding 150,000 square feet of flexible meeting space. And so it's basically a 35% increase to the current facility. Once we are finished with the expansion, which will be open and available for CES in 2021, we will come back to the existing facility and take that facility down in phases and do a complete renovation to bring it up to the same scale and quality as the expansion. Then underneath the convention center, which is now a campus that will be nearly 1.5 miles from one end to the other to walk, we are going to have the first commercial application of Elon Musk's Boring Company technology. So we will be putting a set of twin tunnels underneath the convention center that will be accessed by elevators and escalators and stairs. And those stations there'll be 3 stations, one at each end of the convention center campus and one in the middle, to make it easy for our guests and our attendees to move through the entire campus. The facility will be available also in early 2021. The vehicles themselves will be Model X's, Model 3s, and we're working with Tesla to develop a 16-person tram, basically, on a Model S chassis. Once we get done and show that application and that technology works, we plan to run that system into the destination, down the strip, to the stadium, over to the airport, and make it a seamless experience for people to move throughout the destination. I talked about that $6 billion that's been invested over the last few years. That money has largely been invested in the properties that will host you next year. Those properties include the Cosmopolitan, the Westgate, from MGM, the Mirage, Bellagio, Aria, and Park MGM, and from Caesars, Paris, Flamingo, and the Link Hotel and Experience. So we're excited to welcome you to Las Vegas. I've gone through a list of everything there is to do in Las Vegas, and it's an impressive list. I'm proud to be able to do it. But what really makes a difference in Las Vegas is the way Las Vegas makes you feel. If you can go to a concert in any other city, but if you go to a concert in Vegas, it's a different experience. So Vegas changes everything.
So Jill and I are going to go see Gwen Stefani, then hit a few clubs, wrap it up at the spa this weekend. You should join us.
Oh, thanks, but I can't. Nathan's turning 2, so we're having a little party for him.
Oh, I really wish you could make it to Vegas with us.
Vegas? That's an important detail. That's like the most important. Why don't you lead with that? It's not just Gwen Stefani, it's Gwen Stefani in Vegas. Okay, he's only 2. He'll have more birthdays. We'll do it next week. He won't even know the difference.
It's not just Gwen. It's Gwen Stefani's residency in Vegas.
Doesn't make me a bad mom, does it?
Thanks, everybody.
Good morning. So what's new at Caesars Entertainment? Well, that song was a glimpse of what's coming our way in November of this year at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace. Madonna's coming. We're so excited. I know, right? Madonna. It was like, wow, okay. And we just recently announced Sting. He's coming next year. Madonna will be back for a few days next year. And Christina Aguilera just opened this past weekend. So lots of fun stuff, and that's only been like the last month. And the entertainment doesn't stop there. You heard about Gwen Stefani. Yes, she's here. She started earlier this year at Planet Hollywood Theater. And we've got Paula Abdul coming to the Flamingo in August. And then we lit up the Eiffel Tower in February. Surprisingly, after 20 years, we finally decided it was time to light it up at night. So there's a free show that happens every half an hour as soon as it starts to get dark. So I hope you guys will check that out when you're there to visit with us next year. Jimmy Kimmel opened a comedy club just last month in the Link Promenade, and he hosts network television's longest running late night talk show, and he's also a native Las Vegan and a UNLV alum. That's also located in the Link Promenade. Fly Link, the first zip line on the Las Vegas Strip. That also opened just recently, and there are 10 seats that can launch simultaneously side by side. We brought a taste of Los Angeles to Las Vegas this past March with the Vanderpump Cocktail Garden, right in the heart of Caesar's Palace. Known for their sumptuous decor here in California, the Cocktail Garden doesn't disappoint. There's a line to get in almost every night, and their revenue has already exceeded first-year projections. But perhaps our biggest project of all is still in the works. In March of 2020, just in time for IPW 2020 in Las Vegas, Caesars Entertainment will introduce Caesars Forum, a $375 million, 550,000 square foot conference facility featuring the two largest pillarless ballrooms in the world, as well as the Forum Plaza, the first 100,000 square foot dedicated outdoor meeting and event space in Las Vegas. Caesars Forum will be the first facility of this size built on one level, equivalent to 27 tennis courts or 3 ice hockey rinks. Harrah's, the Link, and the Flamingo provide 8,500 hotel rooms in very close proximity, and our other 7 centrally located Las Vegas properties are just a short walk away. Caesars Entertainment is very proud to host the opening event for IPW 2020 here with Dinner Under the Stars. It'll be a combination of indoor and outdoor space that will provide a spectacular backdrop for next year's kickoff, and you'll be right next to all the attractions at the Link Promenade and that zip line that you guys are welcome to try out. We're excited to share this brand new facility next year with our friends at IPW. As a reminder, we do have 34 hotels worldwide with some of the most well-known brands in our industry. And here's a quick refresher on our 10 resorts that are centrally located on the Las Vegas Strip. And our IPW host hotels are the Link, Paris, or the Flamingo. The Link is known as the social hub at the center of the Strip, and it's geared towards our millennial customers and closest to the opening event. You'll also find celebrity chef Guy Fieri's Vegas Kitchen and Bar, who happens to be another UNLV alumni. At the Link, you'll also see the Sports Book of Tomorrow, the Book, and the Casino of the Future. Attendees will find all newly remodeled guest rooms, just as of last month at Paris. Combine the elegant decor with the acclaimed Eiffel Tower restaurant, Gordon Ramsay steak, and the perpetually popular French bistro Mon Ami Gabi, and you will have a very chic IPW next year. All rooms in the IPW block next year at the Flamingo are newly renovated and non-smoking. Add that with the best location in Las Vegas at the famous Four Corners of the Las Vegas Strip, the lush Flamingo Gardens and wildlife habitat, and 2 of the most popular pools in our portfolio, and you have all the ingredients for a successful IPW. You can always upgrade your experience with one of our 2,000 Las Vegas suites that are spread across our 10 resorts. And that, my friends, is Caesars Entertainment. Welcome to the Empire. We'll see you next year.